So what is really the difference between a video-centric tripod and a photo-centric tripod? And I must admit, it took me a while to get my very first video-centric tripod. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. Now this channel is primarily a photo-centric channel in which I give a lot of online tutorials regarding lighting or photography in general. However, since I am creating content, I saw the need to actually buy and get myself a video-centric tripod because I am also a content creator. So what's a very big difference between a video-centric tripod and a a video-centric tripod and a photo-centric tripod? Well, the first thing is in the ball head. Now, normally, video or photo-centric tripods have what you call a ball head. Now, a ball head basically works this way. You mount your camera here and you adjust the horizontal and vertical planes via a ball. So you can see right here, this is a ball. And you release it and you could move it in any which way you want. Now, for a video-centric tripod, you have what's called a fluid head. Now, the fluid head will only work this way, left, right, and up, down. A ball head can go 360 degrees. Now, what's a major difference? Well, for photo, basically, you can get any angle you want. You could go horizontal and vertical with free movement, and then you lock it in place. However, with video, you have movement, and that's why it's a fluid head. This one is very rough when it comes to movement. The fluid head allows you, technically, well, pun intended, to have a fluid motion like so. Left, right, up, down. So that is the first major difference between a photocentric tripod and a video-centric tripod that basically had nothing to do with the tripod itself. However, it comes with a package. Most photocentric tripods usually come with ball heads, and video-centric tripods you can get with fluid heads. But of course, both are replaceable and upgradable. The next major difference, you could see immediately there's a difference between the legs. Now, a photocentric tripod usually have like 3 or 4 of these sections to increase or decrease the height, like so. So you have to do this, put it down, and basically that's a way to do it. For a video-centric tripod, more often than not, you just release all 3 levers, then you pull it up. You see? Then you've got a higher tripod. Now, video-centric tripods are normally much higher than photocentric tripods, which you can see here. It can go this high. That is a video-centric tripod for you. Then to bring it down, release everything again, and it just goes down like so. There. Okay? It's actually for ease of movement, but at the same time, it's meant to stay in place. Photocentric tripods, you could bring around, do whatever it is that you want. Now, one major difference that I myself try to get used to, or I'm still getting used to, is the lack of a center column for video-centric tripods. This is the center column for photocentric tripods. Basically, you can lift it up and down. This one you cannot, right? So to get your level for these tripods, meaning your horizontal straight, as a ball head, you could move it and get that perfect level that you want. For video-centric tripods, you've got a bowl underneath, which now is basically like a ball, so you can get your perfect horizontal level. So those are the major differences with a video-centric tripod and a photocentric tripod. But let's talk about why I chose this particular tripod, the SmallRig AD120, well, this is the kit version, to be my first reliable video-centric tripod. Well, first things first, it's made out of carbon fiber, meaning that it is strong but light. This one comes in at only 8 kilograms, but has a load capacity of 15 kilograms. So that's absolutely fantastic because I don't think I even own a camera that's 15 kilograms in terms of weight. And secondly, what sold me on this was the quick height adjustment system, which I already demonstrated earlier, but I want to talk about a little bit more now. So you can see, just by releasing these levers, I can make it go lower or higher, and look at how high it goes. It goes up to about 6 feet, more or less, because I'm about 5'10", 5'10" in height. Oops, this one didn't go down, but there, see, it just goes down. About 5'10" in height, so this is a little bit over 6 feet, which is actually perfect for video whenever you're doing coverage and there's a lot of people in front of you. So having a tripod this high will allow you to get that perspective without any distractions in front of you. So again, let's bring it down. Now, for those situations that you need a little bit more grip, the foot here can actually remove, which will reveal spikes to get more of that oomph in the ground. So you can just really spike it in, especially if you're not working on cement and you're working on loose soil, you want it as sturdy in the ground or as sturdy on the ground. Now, another thing that made me actually get this kit instead of having to buy another fluid head, because this fluid head has dynamic counterbalance and absolutely beautiful fluid control. So meaning that if I put a big camera here, it's actually going to be steady, and at the same time, when I want to get those smooth movements, the fluid control offers just enough resistance but gives you that beautiful fluid motion. And another thing that's so cool about this head is that aside from the standard plate, it is actually RS2 and RS3 compatible, so I can actually put the camera that's here straight to my DJI gimbal. And then of course you've got this handle here that you could switch up and down, put it left or right, and of course extend it depending on how you want to use it. And that's the reason why I decided to get this particular video tripod, the SmallRig AD120, as my first real video-centric tripod. Alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell. Now, if you want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, do check out the rest of the videos in the channel because I do have a lot there. Alright? Till the next video.